You said you could see my screen. You said you could see my screen, so I thought I wouldn't say anything. And then you didn't. Okay. Whatever.
Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. I am Mike. I'm with Julian.
Hello.
And Hollywood is back.
I'm back.
Hurrah.
Brogan
Very
is
blue
back.
as well, but I'm back.
We have the GOAT back in the studio.
course.
Don't encourage him.
Today is the Alpha Show, where we try and wrap up crypto in 45 minutes or less. Tonight, we're going to look at 186 banks possibly going out of business in America. We've got some Powell news about maybe crypto moving to the UK. And at the end of the show, we have Brogan taking us through 2 crypto games.
I love games.
Unfortunately, Julian, they are not bang bang games.
Are they third-person shoot-ups?
One of them is a punchy game.
Right.
And the other is
Any
something...
brum-brums?
Well, no, you'll have to wait until the end of the show to find out.
Okay.
Also, we're going to find out if Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million or not
Wow.
in the next 90 days. I knew he'd laugh. I said before the stream, don't laugh. Don't laugh.
You didn't say 90 days to me.
No, it's true. That was me.
So Brogan's now going to take us through a few of our socials and a quick look at the market.
Yep. So first social we're going to look at is YouTube. So is our channel. For those on Facebook and Twitter, they might be watching it or catch up or not. We're on 211 subscribers. We've grown quite recently.
Yeah,
We've grown
impressive.
11 in 7 days.
It's been great. Apparently the algorithm's maybe supposed to change off 250, is it, or 200?
Well, I think it must be 200 because we've garnered
we're flying
huge
now,
shots
aren't
up.
We're now up to the level of Salford City Football Club in terms of subscribers.
Season ticket
obviously.
holders are the same.
So now we're aiming for Forest Green Rovers, I think, next, aren't we?
Yeah.
With
So
their vegan burgers.
Yes.
get this number up as high as we can. Make us happier.
And
As always.
for the Ute, we have TikTok.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know
300
we'd gone
followers,
to
not
TikTok.
bad.
300 followers
On the TikTok.
on TikTok.
The views aren't too bad.
So if you want to see some snappy 60-second or under feeds of Julian, myself and Hollywood,
Yep.
go over to TikTok and look for Crypto Warehouse Official.
Yeah, we've got a one which is 1,000. That's
We're
pretty
not,
good. 800.
objectifying ourselves again, though, are we?
We are. That's unfortunately what we are. We are DILFs.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Right. Do you want to take us through the markets? 27,700, I reckon, the crypto price is.
Okay. Well, I've been told we've got a new. I mean, it's not new. It's
format.
new for me.
Have
I
you
don't know
looked
if you
up
did
the
this.
price? Have you looked up the price?
I'm just guessing.
Are we doing the Bitcoin guess?
I'm like Neo. I am connected to the blockchain.
Are we doing the Bitcoin guess?
What is the Bitcoin price?
Okay, so
No. Whoa. Just because you've not looked
Go on
for
then.
once.
Go on, we've only got 45 minutes.
25,200.
Okay, well, I've been told to do this differently, so I'm going to get to that in a minute. First thing I'm supposed to look at is the Bitcoin dominance.
He's looking over your shoulder.
I'm not looking over your shoulder.
There's no Bitcoin price here.
Okay.
46% Bitcoin dominance.
That's gone up.
Again.
From
That's gone
44,
up
did you
again.
tell me?
Yep. So as the Bitcoin as Bitcoin starts to ramp up, the dominance ramps up. That leads to the next bull run.
Mm-hmm.
After the bull run, we get the Ethereum bull run, and after that, we get altcoin season.
Yep.
And as most people say, everything bleeds against Bitcoin in the bull run. And that just means the price of everything falls against Bitcoin.
I don't say that. I say you can't beat a bit of bully.
No, you can't beat a bit of Bitcoin.
Bit of bully run.
Ah, right.
I love a bully run. Bull run.
Well, if you like dad jokes, I believe Julian's got a few lined up for later on in the show. So
I'm not
Peter,
gonna crowbar
Yeah, we've had a
him in,
sneak
though.
peek, and they've been
it's
horrid,
shocking.
I'm not going to
Absolutely
crowbar
shocking.
him in.
Oh, we are.
They'll
Right,
just
so
naturally fall.
what's next? 27,700.
Yeah, so and I was also supposed to look at the percentage change up in the market. So we've got
Right
Solana,
Right up.
right up.
What's Solana up?
24-hour 1.76%, 9%, no 10% in 7 days. Not bad.
Nice.
31% immutable. Isn't that one of the AI
Immutable
things?
X.
Yeah, that's one of the AI things. isn't
Decent.
it? BNB 10% up.
Nice.
Not bad. Bitcoin price.
Bitcoin price. Go to market cap, I think.
Yeah. There we go. 27,752.
Your guess was so far away. You were closer to the Ethereum
Yeah,
price than
probably
the
did it
Bitcoin
in
price,
pounds again.
weren't you?
Did it in pounds.
Now then, let's move on to the word on the bird.
Yeah, I was refreshing the comment thing. I'm not doing shit. Okay.
It's great this having Brogan back. I've got my hands free. I can wave them around and everything.
All right. Words on the birds.
There's a few of these.
Yeah, there's 4. So the first one, just in, Belgium to require all cryptocurrency ads to state the only guarantee in crypto is risk. That's not very nice, is it?
Not very nice, that.
You see, I think that's utterly ridiculous. That's like saying that all pubs have got to sign on the outside saying entering here means you're going to get pissed. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't at all.
No.
So why is crypto? Bearing in mind, it's not crypto that's crashing down around people's ears and costing people their life savings. It's the banks.
Yeah, I can count on my hands.
I like this
about
one.
3 pubs.
Club. I like, you can see on the screen.
3 pubs
little
that I
meme.
would go in for a carvery alone.
Banks right
Yeah.
now, absolute carnage.
Yep.
Anyone will make a deposit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like banking's any better, is it?
Banking's worse because they do fractional reserves.
Yeah.
And anybody watching this channel, basically what that means is for every £100 you put into
Alpha.
a bank. Go on.
We don't describe it.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's alpha. They can go look at our shorts, as
Good
we've
point.
done numerous.
We
things.
have done numerous shorts.
Yeah.
Watch our shorts.
Outside that, watch our shorts. Yeah.
Except
Also,
Click and subscribe.
me and Mrs. Fitch watched Countdown today,
Oh, yeah.
and I came up with the word of yoga team, and she came up with the one with yoga meat, which is the stuff that flashes when you're bending over doing yoga. So I think looking at our shorts would probably give you a good eyeful of yoga meat. Go on then, Brogan.
nothing to see here. European Central Bank. Coordinated central bank action to enhance the provision of the US dollar liquidity. ECB and other major central banks to offer 7-day US dollar operations on a daily basis. New frequency effective as of 20th of March 2023 to remain in place at least through the end of April to support smooth functioning of US dollar funding markets.
Yeah.
So a bunch of banks.
The reason this is happening, US dollar is the global reserve currency. People will be flooding out of European banks into the dollar, and that will cause a liquidity crunch, which will then crash the currencies like the euro, Swiss franc. So they've come to an arrangement between all the major European banks and the UK, which is still the major player in Europe, to stop that from happening. Enough of that. What's next, Brogan?
Tweet from two.
A tweet from me.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Who put that in there?
Am I a social influencer?
Brilliant.
wonder.
That.
What's the tweet? We haven't got a lot of time. We're on it.
You're the one who tried to describe whatever the hell what fractional was this?
Let's go.
The 2-day Federal Open Market Committee meeting, FOMC, of the Federal Reserve will begin on 25th of March 2023, Tuesday. I'm 100% not uncertain on 0%.
So, Powell and his chaps,
Yeah.
if we go back to the thumbnail, 1, 2, Powell's coming for you. If Chairman Powell decides to put interest rates up anymore, he is going to crush every bank in America, which will in turn bring down the American economy, which will in turn bring down the global economy. So, for me, it's zero. He'll switch dovish. And we're going to see interest rates coming down. They need to come down by 3% by the end of the year or middle of next year, or the banks are fried.
I feel that they might. I think that, things are looking positive that they might come down.
I think so.
Yeah. Powell's timing on this, I think, is going to be perfect.
I think the issue is he's just caught inflation. Inflation's going to start to come down, and I think as he brings down interest rates, it'll come down with inflation, and he is going to look like a genius.
Absolutely.
Even though he's destroyed middle American banking system, he's saved the economy. Okay, what's next, Brogan? We're on a tight schedule.
Jason Lowry, weaponizing SWIFT will be looked back upon as being a more strategical, stupid decision than cancelling all national debt and declaring to the world the US will not pay it. Pretty much every single nation is now thinking, if I don't find something else to denominate my wealth than the US dollar, then the US will use it against me. And they're looking to exit. Enter Bitcoin.
We won't ponder on that too long, but when we kicked Russia off SWIFT, we weaponized the banking system.
Correct.
And every country that has a disagreement with America is now going to be looking at Bitcoin or CBDCs or China or Russia and looking at a system. Once that happens, the days of the American dollar being the reserve currency are starting to be numbered. It's still going to take 20 years for it to happen. Right, are we on to the main
I'm just getting up the
article now?
Things.
Anyone who's watching, please hit the like button,
yes,
because apparently that helps with the algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, please press subscribe and help us to hit 250 subscribers.
Maybe it's like a subconscious thing, like if you just like start, like subliminal messaging, if you have this in the background constantly while you're reading,
or
listening
just
to me.
Turn the entire podcast off and just flash it up really, really quickly, because that got banned, didn't it, in the UK?
Subliminal advertising.
Oh right, that.
It did.
Okay. The camera's a bit like okay. Never mind. Got an ad. Lovely. Oh my god. Hold on. Close everything.
Which one's this? Is this the 136?
100 million, 16 million US
186 banks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bankers.
That's 180.
186 banks.
186. I can read that. Sorry, that was rude. 186 US banks at risk of failure, similar to Silicon Valley Bank, says research. Here's why. Study also examined the proportion of banks' funding that comes from uninsured depositors with accounts worth over $250,000. A new report found that 186 banks in the US are at risk of a failure due to rising interest rates and a high proportion of uninsured deposits. The research posted on the social science research network titled Monetary Tightening and the US Bank Fragility in 2023, big name, market value loss of individual banks assets. That's huge. You see how long that title is? It's like a whole. Okay, it's just what we just talked about.
So do you want me to put it in a nutshell for you?
If you want to. I'm just trying to find any quotes which might be important.
America has 178 billion in insurance to cover 11.5 trillion in deposits.
It's not great, is it?
No, it's 1%.
Yeah, it's not great, that.
So 1% of people's deposits in America are covered by insurance. The issue is they can't print 11 trillion because it will ruin the economy again.
Be out of ink.
Be out of ink. They'll have to pop down to, what was that place? Staples, won't they, to get more printing fluid. So the issue is really that everyone's been screaming that crypto is a scam, and when you actually look at it, those 186 banks are mainly community banks. So all the little villages in America have got their own banks.
I don't like that idea.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
So all the 186 of those are illiquid. They're called zombies. So a zombie is a company that can't repay its debt and can just about repay the interest on its debt.
Yeah.
So they're all screwed.
Yeah.
So, and if Powell raises interest rates on Tuesday or Wednesday, they might as well close them down tomorrow and give them to JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Chase, and just do away with them, because they shouldn't exist. They only exist because of debt. The liquidity is not there, and it's a mess.
Yeah.
Next.
If we started singing 186 banks sitting on a wall, if one of the 186 banks should accidentally fall, do you think we'd get to one bank before another one had physically gone out of business?
No. I think we'd probably... Well, if we started tomorrow afternoon, I reckon we'd get to about 140 banks sitting on the wall.
And then we'd
before,
have to start again, wouldn't we?
Then we'd have to start
185,
again.
yeah.
We should have a sign that says days since banks collapsed.
Yeah.
Right? And it was what? About 386 days?
Yeah.
We're at what now? 4?
This is one of those things, like they did that lettuce that went off.
Yes.
We need a time-lapse camera of us just singing that.
We do.
And I think it would beat us to it.
I think it would.
If anybody'd like to see that,
put Brogan in the middle, it would make more
this?
Sense. I'd be quite happy for Brogan to be in the middle.
Makes more sense visually how?
I think
he's more attractive than us two,
right?
Obviously,
isn't he?
I'm assuming it's just due to the angle that we all look at each other at.
Yeah. So if we all did that,
but I mean, if I'm doing that,
if we all point in that direction,
yeah.
So if we do that,
there's nothing quite seedy about this request, is there?
No, there isn't.
Right. Okay.
Next article, or we're going to run out of time before the 4th article.
Breaking. Sorry, you guys talking about mouldy lettuces, all right? Breaking. Mid-size U.S. banks ask FDIC to insure all deposits for 2 years. Mid-size bank collation in a letter to regulators. Mid-size U.S. banks. Okay, same thing as just said twice.
Yeah, I've already moved on to Raoul Powell.
We're on Raoul Powell now.
Just in White House and billionaire Warren Buffett are in talks about the ongoing banking crisis.
We need to skip to the next article.
The Fed makes 100%.
Because we don't need to read all this because we're not going to run out of time.
Raoul Powell.
Raoul Powell.
Media's.
Who is Raoul Powell?
He is.
Is it a name?
It is.
Right.
It's an English guy who's quite big in crypto. And for anybody watching that wants to know who he is, if you look at Personalities in Crypto, which is a series we've done, he's on there. He's one of them. So, what's he had to say? It's quite long. Are there a few pieces that you can pull out of this for us?
Yep. As US drags, stumbles, and fumbles its crypto regulations, its arch rival waits in the wings. It's very long.
I know it is. That's why I thought you could pull a few things out. Do you want me to give you an overview of what he said?
Yeah, because I remember you said you were going to talk to me about it, but you never did.
So, 40 or 50 years ago, the UK was the leading financial arm in the world.
Yep.
America took that mantle during its massive expansion in the late 80s, early 90s, when all the huge American banks came out. Mm. And since then, we've been second in the world behind America.
Yep.
This is giving us a perfect opportunity for the UK to take crypto businesses, blockchain businesses, tech firms to the UK. We're not in Europe. We don't have to worry about the rules and regulations of Europe. We can provide regulatory security. We can provide stability. The currency is stable.
Yep.
The interest rates, corporation tax, everything is perfect. It is the Goldilocks country in the world.
This is literally taking back control.
This is taking back control.
Yeah.
Now, Raoul Powell points out a few things. We haven't got the regulations in place just yet. We haven't quite got the appeal because we're too busy messing around with Northern Ireland and Scotland and things like that. But when we get down to it, America has had 2 years to sort this out. And the article there finishes with Raoul Powell saying America has 12 months to get its act in order, or they will all go to the UK.
Yeah.
Because there's nowhere else for them to go. They're not going to go to Singapore. They're not going to go to the United Arab Emirates. They're not going to go to Germany or France because that's in the EU.
Yeah.
They have to go to the UK.
Yeah.
So this article is massively bullish for our economy.
Mm-hmm. But we've been saying this for a while.
We have been saying this for ages.
Yeah.
And for people like Brogan, of Brogan's age, this is perfect.
You've got double whammy, I think. You've got England, Great Britain coming to a point where they've now got control and starting to do things in quite a nimble way. And you've got America just taking their eyes off the ball.
Yeah. They have completely taken their eyes off the ball.
In fact, you just said that they took over in the 80s.
Yeah.
Do you know what a barometer I would say to America's stagnation since the 80s is?
What's
the
that?
hotels.
Yes.
If you walk into an American hotel, they all feel like they're still in the 80s.
Yeah. Well, they haven't really moved on, have they? They
No.
haven't developed themselves.
But what I find amazing is the hotel has an upgrade, but they replace it with 80s memorabilia. Get a new 80s carpet. How does that happen? Anyway, side issue again. I'm taking more time.
Carry on, Brogan. Take it away.
Microsoft's Edge browser to add support for native crypto wallets.
Perfect.
Yep.
Microsoft is reportedly testing a built-in crypto wallet in its Edge browser, according to a tweet by user Albacore. It's said to be non-custodial, giving users exclusive control and integrated security features to protect against malicious addresses or apps. Screenshots of the user interface. The project is described as confidential, and testers are encouraged to provide candid feedback to help shape Microsoft's foray into cryptocurrencies and non-fungible tokens. It offers several advantages according to the screenshots. It is non-custodial, whatever. It's embedded in Edge, will make it easy to use without installing any extensions. Testers have opportunity to see the impact of their feedback as the wallet is developed and improved.
That'll do. I'm going to ask you a question about it.
Yeah, it's...
Go full screen then.
Yeah.
So, Brogan.
Yep.
As our resident tech guru, is having a native wallet in Microsoft Edge going to help adoption, or is it just a fiddly gadget that they've added to make themselves look cool?
I believe it can help towards adoption for many people if it's provided without any extra steps for people to go, install from a marketplace. However, I feel like it's another grab for a market share in towards controlling how people, interact on the internet. It will help adoption in the fact that people can just, add their money and then just, go to a web-free website and use the Microsoft Edge wallet without having to install anything. But I think it is more fiddly, actually necessary. I don't think it's necessary for Edge to do this.
Absolutely perfect.
I want to add the fact that, security's a big issue.
It's going to get cut off because that was more than 60 seconds, but that was a brilliant answer. Anything you want to add to that? Or should we fly on?
I like it.
Fly on.
I like the idea.
I like
of
it as well.
Yeah, it's good.
I will.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Massively.
I don't like the idea of it.
It's good for adoption, that.
It is.
For my age group, that's good for adoption.
True.
We don't think we're going to have enough time, but there is... I was listening to a chap today who was talking about these custodial wallets where the custody is held with family rather than with businesses.
Yeah.
And I think that could be the future for people of your ilk and my ilk.
Yeah.
But not of his ilk.
No.
What's next?
You might have it on the title.
Bitcoin to $1 million.
There you go. Bitcoin at $1 million in 90 days. Insane bet by Dave. There's Dave.
So Dave is ex-Coinbase.
Right.
He left.
Yeah.
And he had a bet online with a chap
Yeah.
that Bitcoin will hit $1 million in 90 days.
This guy's got to be smoking something.
Did you say which 90 days?
The next 90 days.
Right, okay.
He places a $2 million bet on Bitcoin 40x rally in 90 days. He announced that he's placing a gargantuan $2 million bet on Bitcoin. He's sure that Bitcoin will be worth over $1 million in 90 days, otherwise he'll pay $1 million to its opponent. This is his graph, which looks absolutely insane, by the way.
Okay, let me ask you a question about that graph. That graph on your screen, okay, if I said to you, I don't want you to do it, we haven't got time. If I said to you, bring up the money supply in America over the last 2 months, right, it would look identical because they've just printed $300 billion to pay off the banks. And the money supply looks identical.
But that's not a graph.
No, I know, and neither's the money supply.
No. And that hasn't even got any X or Y axes.
But we're getting there.
And
So
your
you're
teacher
insinuating excess in terms of Bitcoin to Bitcoin.
Is there anything else you want to read about that?
I was going to scroll down, but you know,
I love
want to see what you have to say.
cryptographs, me.
How do we mute him? Can you mute him over there for about 5? We could have a sin bin for Julian.
Can I make cryptographs?
No, you can make crypto great again. We just need to put a wig on you and paint your face orange. We can call you Julian Trump. That's a good name. We'll call him Trump from now on. Everything's super great.
Don't call it me without tipping me off in advance, though, because I can sometimes do them to order.
Right, are we ready? I'll tell you why this is great news.
Made myself laugh again.
Yeah,
Okay, so
sure.
number one.
Oh, I've opened the marketplace.
Is this Fidelity?
No, we haven't. No, I'm going to tell you why this is good news.
Oh, nearly ahead of the game. You're
He's
rushing
like,
me.
I'm
You're
not-
rushing me so much.
rushing you at
Keep
all.
saying, keep your eye on the clock. I've said so many times, keep your eye on the clock. We wasted
We're
time.
gonna have 10 minutes of Q&A and no one's gonna say anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit here,
No.
twiddle our thumbs.
I'm
and go
gonna
home
I
early.
feel properly harassed.
I'm gonna tell you. You're the one that keeps coming out with dad jokes to try and keep a nice pace. It's
Guys,
good.
Guys, I know how we can sort out and make ourselves a bit more calm.
Go on.
If we see our subscriber number go up, okay?
Good answer.
Please make sure.
Like and subscribe.
subscribe.
And leave a comment for a shout out.
Oh, yeah.
The best shout out of the night gets a prize.
Brilliant. Of
Nothing.
that's my soup for me tea.
We're going to give away a free tin of soup to the best comment of the night, which so far is Ange
Put Brogan in the
Fitz.
middle, it would make him look better. I mean, that's best comment for me.
So, go back to the thing. We're on full screen now.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is this bullish for Bitcoin? Why is this bullish for crypto? Obviously, it's not going to hit $1 million in the next 90 days. What it is going to do is it's going to put Bitcoin on the front page of every financial newspaper in the world at a time when all the banks are crumbling.
True.
Number one. Number two, it's giving people an alternative investment because you've got £500,000 in your bank account right now and your bank is having a liquidity crisis. You're only insured for 80 or 100,000?
80 and 170 if it's a joint account.
Right. So you're going to lose £330,000.
Yeah.
I could tell you today Bitcoin's up 80%, 86% since the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So you are never going to lose money in Bitcoin in the long term,
No.
right? So it's forcing media attention. It's forcing people to look at it as an investment opportunity. As we're going to get onto Fidelity, your article in a minute,
Yeah.
that's just opened the floodgates. So everything about this guy having the $1 million bet is positive. If you ignore the fact that it's not going to hit $1 million
Yeah.
in the next, because as currency goes up, as the amount of currency goes up, the price of Bitcoin goes up. So what he's talking about is if there's a spiral of inflation and a spiral of money printing, then it'll hit $1 million.
Yeah.
But as we all know, it's 10 years away.
Yeah. So how many Bitcoins do you reckon he's got to make this bet? Because if he goes up by what, 10 grand, he needs to have enough Bitcoins to make him his £1 million that he's going to pay out.
He'll 100x along on Bitcoin,
Yeah.
which gives him $1 million.
Yeah.
The price goes up by 10%. He's made his $1 million.
Yeah.
So he's betting on the price going up.
Yeah.
So this is a safe bet for him. Somebody's going to take him up on the offer.
Yeah.
But the publicity from this alone is amazingly bullish
Yeah.
because people were talking about Bitcoin going to $3,000 6 weeks ago. And
We
now
need
we're
some
talking
positive
about $1 million.
news.
And we need positive news.
We need positive news.
And the thing is, we've been called scams and crooks for the last 2 years by banks.
Yeah.
And now look, they're all on their arse.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the old walls. I mean, they had like bards and stuff, just like how we have ours,
Yeah.
where they'd play music, or they would have like the music people would go, into war with all the, soldiers,
Yeah.
or people with, swords, etc. And they'd play music, positivity, and motivate the war. So I feel like, in a skewed way, that's what you need in order
You do.
to actually cause people to change their mentality, is to give them positivity,
Correct.
and therefore they'll be more positive towards Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and therefore see our maybe not so much $1 million Bitcoin in the next 9 days,
Yeah.
but definitely see a
positive.
rise in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Next. Where are we up to now, Julian?
Fidelity boom.
Fidelity.
Yep.
Yep.
So you read a bit out and then Julian will give his thoughts on why this is bullish news
Yep.
for our shorts.
Millions of Fidelity clients can now purchase Bitcoin and Ether.
See, I think we need to change the batteries in Brogan. Millions of Fidelity.
I'll get some water. I've got an empty glass, and I know I was going to ask you if I can have some water.
Have some water.
Pour in.
You could just take the glass.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Don't put it in there. We'll lose subscribers going to the toilet with the sound effects.
Yeah.
What?
You know what we need? We need supermarket music. Interlude music.
I think we need background music. I know, people in the comments, would you like some background music on the streams, which is,
Yeah.
No.
just in the background, just to
No, we
have
don't.
it?
No, we don't.
But you're not. I'm asking you, am I?
Are you not?
I'm asking people in the comments.
Let me
'cause
put
these
it
are
on
all-
here.
You don't count. You don't have a voice.
I do on here.
So, people in the comments.
What's
would
next?
You like, Can I not ask my question?
We're going to run out of time.
I'm not going to run out of time.
How long have we got left?
Stop. The more you make me not say this question, the more time I take up. People in comments, if you'd like background music, could you say so? And what sort of genre would you like? Anyway, as its crypto investment offering goes live to public, allowing for commission-free trades in eligible US states. As he commented, doesn't he? With the $10 trillion in assets under administration, continued push into the realm of Web3 and crypto by the financial service providers is a significant one. Yeah, I mean, it's just an article which says you can buy this now.
So, full screen view.
Big news.
Hit Julian with a question.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
About Fidelity. Of course. Not any question. What do you have with your soup? Toast, bread, croutons.
Julian, what do you think about Fidelity providing Bitcoin and Ether?
Brilliant news, this, for me. Fantastic news. Fidelity, big investment house, massive amount of customers, but in traditional marketplaces. And now they've all got the news that it's a good idea to go into a new crypto sphere. So all people of a certain age, maybe our age, traditional investors have now got a new route into a new form of investing, which is mass adoption. Great news.
Perfect answer. Love it. Right then, let's crack on with 17 minutes to go. What have we got next?
Oh, the first game, which isn't...
We've got some games. Julian,
Yes.
we've had a question while Brogan's bringing that up. What is the soup?
Oh, I've just replied. It's minestrone.
There's so many comments that I haven't been loading.
Minestrone is my soup.
It's fine. Most of the comments are, we don't want music.
Yeah.
Music is bad. It's distracting.
Yeah.
Good for a solo stream, though. Good answer, Ange Fitz. And
Yeah.
Jeff. I gave the game away then, didn't I?
Yeah. Minestrone.
Somebody
soup,
called
yeah.
Julian said, no music, thank you. Don't know who that is.
Yeah.
And then somebody called Crypto Warehouse said, music bad.
Yeah.
Don't know who that is either.
That is either a comment in line with mine or he's just a Michael Jackson fan.
I think he's a Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah.
So we've got minestrone soup on the go.
Yeah.
And now Brogan is going to hit us with our first game. Literally hit us with our first game.
Yeah.
Because this is called Fight Out,
Is this
Julian.
a third-person shoot-up?
It is. It's Barnsley on a Friday night.
That's unlike anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you.
Exactly.
Well,
Take it away.
fancy game ecosystem from Fight Out lets you train to
Knock it
earn,
out the park.
compete and bet. Pre-sale ends March 31st. I hate these websites. There's just so
I know,
many
the
things that pop up.
websites are terrible. Anybody watching now, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. For more sneezes. That was a good dab, by the way.
No, but it's like the what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, you know. For the COVIDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I do know how to have up. Most projects in the crypto market have garnered towards the innovative train to earn system, while participants are awarded for competing with fitness tasks. Alright, so I'm not gonna read this, I can't bother, but I'll go to the website.
Yeah, we'll bring up the video. Was there a video?
There probably is, but I don't know where it is. I'll find it. So basically, you buy this NFT, which has the stats of you in like. So basically, you customize this NFT to like your height, your weight, maybe like how much you can like lift, whatever the hell.
Perfect.
And then you complete fitness tasks, and you can like play in this thing where you either complete tasks to get like this token. I think it's called like what's the thing called? Hold on, let me find it. Fight. Okay, yeah, makes sense. But for completing the achievements in the gym and these, like training 30, whatever the hell, push-ups, you get reps. Another token which you can use to buy a fight, which can be used for training tutorials, subscriptions, and in-app purchases. So
I like that
basically,
idea.
it's this nice ecosystem of paying for training, and then you do the training, and then you get more tokens to carry on. It's quite a nice thing.
So we had Steppen,
Yeah.
which was like a walking app. All the rage about 12 months ago.
Yeah.
In the end of the last bull run. Then we have that Peloton, don't we? Which share price dropped 99%.
Yeah.
Which is fine because apparently it's only crypto that's a scam. Stocks and shares don't do that, or banks for that matter. And this is now a train in the gym, earn a token, swap it for subscriptions, and then I take it you get a fighter that's based on your training.
Basically, you get a fighter based off your when you first create it and mint it, it's based off your current attributes, and then obviously it'll change.
Jesus, I'm going to be Tyson Fury. Really tall and really fat. I'm going to be called the Sponge. That's my boxing. What was your boxing name be? I'm going to be the Sponge.
That's a tough one, that, isn't it?
But interestingly enough, which it doesn't
I'd
really
go
talk
with the
about,
Growler.
Q4 and beyond launch PvP contests. So I assume you're going to be able to compete either against each other. With
Is this like
speed.
a fight club?
I don't know if you could virtually box people.
Oh, God,
Maybe.
could you imagine that? Me and Julian doing 30 seconds of arm swinging and
My
then
usual question.
both standing there.
Do we
having
get
coronaries.
to wear headsets?
Yes, we do.
It could be a virtual thing.
So we've got. What am I called? Can't be called Tyson.
Sponge.
I'm the Sponge. We've got the Growler. What's your name, Brogan? What are you going to be?
And
Hollywood.
The Growler's nothing unusual. It's actually the
same name as
term.
I have right now.
It's the term for a pork pie in Leeds.
Yeah. What would your boxing name be? The Yawn.
Sidestep.
The Sidestep.
Dodger.
Yeah. Dodger.
Yeah.
I should probably wear a flat cap there.
What about the Whippet?
And a waistcoat.
The Whippet.
How about I'm a dog? The sidestep, you can you have the sidestep. Always like a sidestep. Right?
Yeah.
What's the second game? Let's
like
move
two
on.
different definitions.
So we've got the Sidestep,
Yeah.
the Growler,
Growler.
and the Sponge.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to create these characters in this game.
Right.
Just
and
to
lie
try it.
and just say I'm.
And I'm going to get my
500
boxer to be as fat as possible.
7'6".
And if nobody comments about
400
those
5 pounds
nicknames,
of
then
muscle.
I think it's time that we signed off.
Anyone watching wants to leave their own boxing nickname in the comments,
Yeah.
please
Yes.
do so.
Absolutely.
And Jeff, what would you be called?
She's just wanting a pack of scampi fries.
Web3, what would your boxing nickname be? Now, this is Squirty Nicks.
Pardon?
Again, they've come back.
Oh, no.
Go for it, Brogan.
Square Enix shows a trailer for Symbiogenesis NFT game. It says it'll have 10,000 characters. Collectible artwork will meet real game utility.
Toffee Thunder. What a great name for a boxer. Right, let's be quiet for a second. Are you going to play the video?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be quiet now.
I think that should be sound.
I don't know. It comes on after about 5 or 6 seconds.
It's copyright. Turn it off. Sure.
Yeah, nicely done.
So it's like a game. Right. I don't know what the genre's called. I couldn't think of the. It's like a top-down.
Populous.
The other one, yeah.
Yeah,
like Civilization
Populous.
stuff.
Civilization,
So basically,
Populous.
If you've ever seen Clash of Clans, it's that, but it's NFT. Apparently it's 10,000 characters, and you can pay for them. As main story, so if I read main story, it indicates single player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they're going to incorporate single player into...
Open world. It'll be single player and then open world. You'd probably have multiple
I don't like
options.
that, because if you have a single player game
Mm-hmm.
with NFTs, people can cheat that easily if it's single player.
Yeah.
Because you're not sending any data to the servers.
He never reads the memo, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. No.
He doesn't. Right, do you wanna-
But I think this is a really good idea, though, because we haven't seen any single player games.
Go full screen.
Sorry.
Go full screen. What's the name of the game?
Symbiogenesis.
Brogan. Symbiogenesis.
Nope.
Symbiogenesis?
Symbiogenesis.
Symbia. How good is this game going to be, Brogan?
I've never heard of Symbia, so if we could try that again with the real name, maybe I'll recognise it. Symbiogenesis.
Symbiogenesis. How good is Symbiogenesis going to be, Brogan?
I think it's going to be great, okay? I love the style of gameplay. I love the top-down populous genre. We've seen Civilization and Clash of Clans, those types of games. It really strives for innovation towards the Web3 space. We've never seen this type before. We've also got some story aspects to this game. So I'm really curious to see how it's going to be played out.
Brilliant. I can't wait to see it
Just
either.
lied completely.
Do you want my opinion on Simon from Genesis?
You give me your opinion from Simon from Genesis.
Genuinely don't have one. Having seen that, it made no sense to me. It looked like a Flat Earthers game.
It's not aimed for you.
It wasn't really a trailer though. It was just like images.
It's not aimed for you.
Have you got some comments? I haven't actually been written.
Yeah,
right.
anyone got any
right.
questions? Leave them in the comments, and we will answer them at the end of the show,
Toffee Fund,
which
yeah.
we are very nearly at. How long we got left? 9 minutes left.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time.
We have barreled through this.
Oh, plenty of time. We're actually done.
I know we have. Like a drunken Peter
Now we can
Crouch.
talk. Well, since we've got 8 minutes,
Yeah.
do we have any I know it's off the whim, off the cuff. We haven't planned anything, but are there any topics which we can quickly talk about? Well,
Is Trump going to jail?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. He's going to go to jail after summer.
He predicted it over the weekend, Tuesday apparently. They were
Brogan,
going to arrest him.
is Donald Trump going to go to jail?
Why are you asking me?
Julian, is Donald Trump going to go to jail?
Probably not.
That's a. I don't think you can.
That's
upload
the
fi-
short.
I
I don't
know
think
if
we
you
can do a
upload
5-second
I
short.
don't think you can upload 5-second videos.
What about for TikToks? It's
No,
not good enough
it
for
needs to be
TikToks.
longer than that.
Do I have to dance as well?
What do you
It is.
think?
Yeah.
What do you think of the Democrats trying to send Trump to prison?
Two ways of looking at it. The man's a crook. So I think he probably does deserve to go to jail, but they've politicised it, which means he won't go to jail.
That'll do.
Oh, 7 seconds.
Brogan, question for you. Why do the Met Office always get the weather predictions wrong?
Because of where they measure the temperature from is different from if you're in town or not. So basically, I think it's normally in the airports where they measure temperatures. So obviously it's flat land. You know, if it's sunny, etc. Winds are different in terms of. Is it right?
Just don't stop. I'm giving
no.
the thumbs up.
Let's redo this. Redo.
That was really good.
Redo.
Brogan, why do the Met Office always get the weather predictions wrong?
Well, because where they measure the temperatures, wind speeds, etc., is normally in airports where it's flat land. Obviously, planes take off and land. So towns where there's a lot of buildings, winds and temperatures are going to be different there, obviously. So you're going to expect to have some sort of difference between temperatures in, the Met Office app and in town.
Brilliant. What an answer.
Incredible, that.
All we need to do now is create a weather channel,
Yeah.
throw that
A
up,
green screen.
green screen him,
Yeah.
put him in front of a hurricane,
Yeah.
and we're away.
Can he say a north front coming in from the south?
Next one for you, Julian.
You guys can
Yeah.
do that.
Has Sam Smith self-combusted?
Here's hoping.
It needs to be longer than here's
Does it?
hoping.
So
Yes.
Got the
God,
TikTok
you're
on
really
me.
shoddy at these shorts, aren't you? You say 2 seconds and you're like, oh, go on, that's short, isn't it?
Oh.
I don't know whether he has or not. And to be
Ask-
fair, by thinking about him, allows me into a space that I don't really want to be and gives him more airtime. So I refuse to answer that question.
Oh,
Because he wants me to talk about him. And I refuse to.
Controversy.
Do you know that
Him,
chicken?
they, them,
There.
cat.
Yeah.
Do you know the chicken in the bag you put in like the oven and you put the seasoning and you wrap it up in the plastic bag and it like inflate in the oven?
Yeah.
His black costume reminded me of that when you put the chicken in the oven
Exactly
and you
that.
come out and it's blowed up.
Yeah.
And it's burnt because you put him in for 3 hours instead
Yeah.
of 45 minutes.
And you put double the seasoning on so it's all goiled over on the skin or whatever the hell.
I have heard, though, that somebody in Gibraltar now recognises as a cat.
Sorry?
There's a student in Gibraltar, apparently, that now recognises as a cat.
Really?
Sound like that joke?
No.
It's not a joke. We've got to take these people seriously. They all suffer from body dysmorphia and they're all suffering from mental illness,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Maybe she's just hurt physically. Maybe she's just going meow.
Oh, here's a good one. Ready to ask
Huh?
me this question?
No. No.
Well, was that another cat joke?
It was kind of I just off the cuff.
What was the cat joke?
Maybe she's just hurt physically. Maybe she's just going meow. And everyone just thinks she's a cat. And
We've got another. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. We've got another question.
yeah, I'm putting them on the screen.
Do you want to read? Ask me
what I
this
want.
question.
Me?
Yeah, because I'm going to go full tin hat.
Hold
on
on,
this
let me
question.
refresh. Oh, there we
Do you
go.
want Julian can ask me the question if you want?
Why you ask me this question? I have no idea.
What question?
My dad.
No, ask me the question.
Oh, right, okay.
You've all had your turn. He's had his six. We might call him 6 second Julian. 6 second Sexton. That's what we'll call you.
It's not a new name for me.
Brogan, we're going to call him the weatherman. Or Stormy.
Yeah.
Or Cloudy. Fire away.
Okay. So you, Michael. I don't know. Really
Call me what you want. Retard.
Should I?
Rain Man. Tinfoil hat. I don't care. We've got plenty of time at the end of the show.
That whole conversation about cats has really reminded me about my my mouse that passed away this week, Elvis.
Oh, poor Elvis.
Yeah, he got
I
caught
love
in
that.
a trap.
It's very sad, that. Anyway. So.
Call me what you want.
Carry on.
Carry on. Just ignore him.
Just ask the question.
I'm trying, but you're talking. You're not stop talking.
Don't call me a name, just ask me the question.
I'm going to say, so, Michael.
Don't mention me by name. Just far away.
Is Madonna an undercover alien?
Absolutely. If you go back to the early 1990s, the CIA and the FBI investigated and found ways to create masks that were more human-like that were used in Hollywood. Since then, it's moved on. If you look at certain leaders like Biden, if you look at Madonna, if you look at other world leaders, they are clearly not the same person they were 20 years ago. Whether it's a facelift or not, they clearly look like they're wearing masks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well.
His head's come up now, hasn't it?
He has to hide from the...
He does. He hides. He wants to crawl up in the corner and die like a mouse.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Sensitive.
Are we done then? We've nailed it.
Yeah, I think we have.
We've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Right, anyone who's just joined us, please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. We want to hear more about Elvis the mouse. Mm-hmm. We want to hear more about...
R.I.P. Elvis.
R.I.P. Elvis. We want to... Well, when are we back? Thursday.
Thursday we're back.
Back on Thursday with the Chill Out Show.
Yep.
Brogan will be back.
Back.
He's back. And anything you want to add, Brogan, to finish the show? Like and subscribe.
Hold on.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
Oh, you're going to show people where to like and subscribe. What a great idea. Look at this. There we go.
So here we go. So you're gonna see this page. It might be quite new to you. So you're gonna see this number, and then you're gonna click over here somewhere. It's gonna say subscribe, and then you can look back at the number, and it's gonna be whatever the number is plus 1, and that's how you know you've done it properly. Then you're gonna go to every video there is on this page, and press the thumbs button. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add, Julian?
No, I've just got my soup in front of me now, and it's calling me.
Is it?
Yeah,
What's it calling you? Fatty.
It's saying, eat me, eat me.
Eat me.
Yeah.
Right, well, thanks for watching. We've got a minute left. We've done it in the 45 minutes,
Yeah.
which
Way
is
within
tough
fun.
It
going.
really is. Yeah,
Well,
that first
it's
20
going.
odd minutes, it was like being in a Viking ship.
Some
Some sort of fella up front with a big drum.
I told you this happened. I said, we'll have 10 or 15 minutes at the end of nothing.
But that's what we
The
want.
third time he said, look at the clock, it was like he shouted out ramming speed. It's horrific.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Web3. Thanks, Anne Jeff. Thanks, Peter. Thank you all. Thanks, Julian.
Pleasure.
Enjoy
See
your
you
minestrone
Thursday.
soup.
I will do.
Thanks,
With croutons.
Brogan.
Don't
Thank you,
forget
thank
the
you.
croutons.
And we will be back on Thursday.
Goodbye.
Ciao.